They told me the odds were stacked, like I was playing cards with a marked deck. But see, I never learned how to lose gracefully, so I learned how to win painfully. Yeah. I was born on the cold side of a warm city. Life dealt me a hand that wasn't really pretty, but I played every card like it was worth $1 million. Built my faith on the facts. I was one in a billion. They said kneel to the pressure. I said nah, I stand. Every scar on my body was just God's plan. Turn my wounds into wisdom, my tears into fuel. The only thing they couldn't take was what I learned in school. That's the school of hard knocks, where tuition is pain. When you graduate the moment that you dance in the rain. I planted seeds in concrete, watched them crack through stone. Every man who doubted me just watered what I've grown.
I never fall, I never fall. Even when the story's cold and the nights grow old, I never fall. They tried to break the mold, but I came back bold. Never fall, no. Never fall, no. Built from every battle, every bruise, every blow.
Never fall.
Never fall.
See, life is like chess, not checkers, know the difference. Every move I make is calculated, check the distance between where I started and where I'm trying to land. Sometimes the pawn becomes the king, that was the plan. Pressure makes diamonds, I've been under that weight. Been cooking in the fire, now I'm coming out great. They wrote my obituary early, pencil me out, but God erased the ink and gave me something to shout. I'm the comeback kid, the one they slept on that night. I'm the alarm clock ringing when they said it wasn't right. Couldn't buy my confidence, couldn't steal my peace. Every valley I walk through just increased the release.
I never fall, even when the story's cold and the nights grow old. I never fall. They tried to break the mold, but I came back bold. Never fall, no. Never fall, no. Built from every battle, every bruise, every blow.
Yeah, never fall.
Never fall.
When the walls close in and the lights go dim, when the odds say quit and the crowd gets thin, you gotta look inside and find that ember, the fire that started in your soul. Remember, you didn't come this far to only come this far. Every star is a map and you already are closer than you think, stronger than you know. Never fold, let them watch you grow. They counted you out, let that count for something.
Never fall. Never fall.
Yeah. Started at the bottom, now I'm reading different maps. Every dollar that I chased taught me more than looking back. Yeah, this ain't just about the money, it's about what money means. When you grew up watching people struggle just to chase their dreams. Paper routes, paper routes. I've been on these paper routes since before I had a doubt. Paper routes, paper routes. Every seed I planted grew, now I'm watching what it sprouts. Money ain't the goal, but it sure clears the road. When you carry heavy dreams, it helps to lighten up the load. Paper routes, yeah. Paper routes, yeah. See, $1 to the hungry man is more than just a bill. It's a meal for his daughter when the fridge ain't got his fill. So I grind with a purpose, not just paper in my hand. I'm building something real, laying bricks across his land. Every coin I ever saved was just a vote for my future. Every business that I built was just me acting as a suitor. Courting opportunity, dating discipline and drive. You can't marry your potential if you only just survive. I see the vision clearer now. It used to be a blur, but the blurry days were blessings dressed in doubt and detour. Started with a single dollar, faith as my investor. Now I sit at tables I once cleaned up as a dresser. See, wealth ain't what you wear, it's what you build when no one's watching. It's the late nights and early mornings, all the blessings you've been notching. I don't chase the flash, I chase the freedom that it brings. Real currency is choices, that's the richest of all things. I remember empty pockets counting change for bread. Now I'm counting opportunities and choosing growth instead. Rivers start as raindrops, oceans used to be a creek. Every empire ever built began inside a week. Someone sitting down and saying, this is what I want. Not tomorrow, not someday. Right now I'ma confront every obstacle, every wall, every ceiling they said. I'm the proof that what you water grows, don't ever forget. Paper routes, paper routes. I've been on these paper routes since before I had a doubt. Paper routes, paper routes. Every seed I planted grew. Now I'm watching what it sprouts. Money ain't the goal, but it sure clears the road. When you carry heavy dreams, it helps to lighten up the load. Paper routes, yeah. Paper routes, yeah. They say money changes people. I say money reveals people. Know who you are before the bag comes. So when it does, you're still you. Paper routes, paper routes.
Everything I am is because somebody sacrificed something before I even had a name for it. Yeah. Mama worked 2 jobs just to keep the lights on. I'd fall asleep to the sound of her heels when she'd come home, long gone. Past midnight, past tired, past the point of complaining. She never let me see the storm, just taught me about the raining. Said, boy, your roots go deeper than the ground you're standing on. Your grandfather built this family before you were born. Carried bricks on his back so we could walk on solid floors. Now carry dreams in your chest and walk through golden doors. I am the answer to a prayer my grandma sent up. I am the harvest of a seed my people bent up. That backs the plan so I can stand and reach the sun. Everything I'm chasing is for all of them combined in one. These are my roots and my wings. My roots keep me grounded in the realest of things. My wings take me higher than I ever have been. My family, my roots, my wings. Roots and wings. Roots and wings. They gave me everything. My roots and wings. Dad wasn't always there, but when he was everything. Showed me how to build, how to fix, how to handle things. How a handshake means more than a contract ever could. How you represent your name in every single neighborhood. My sister was my mirror showing me who I could be. My brother was the compass when I couldn't really see. Family ain't just blood, it's who shows up in the cold. Who holds your hand in silence when your story needs to be told. I'm an oak tree in a windstorm, I bend but never break. Got a root system beneath me, built on every choice they make. Every sacrifice, every prayer, every tear they cried at night is the foundation that I'm standing on to bring us to the light. These are my roots and my wings. My roots keep me grounded in the realest of things. My wings take me higher than I ever have been. My family, my roots, my wings. Roots and wings. Roots and wings. They gave me everything. My roots and wings. I carry them with me wherever I go. In the way that I speak, in the seeds that I sow, in the way that I love and refuse to let go. They are the reason I keep running this road. This one's for every mother who stayed up late, every father who showed up when it was hard, every grandparent who prayed a prayer they never saw answered. We are the answer. Roots and
don't need a reason, they just show up. Fake ones disappear the second that the sun's up. I'd rather have 4 quarters than 100 dimes. Genuine people, rare find, hard to come by times. Genuine, yeah, keep it genuine, yeah. See, I've been in rooms full of people and felt alone, surrounded by the noise but couldn't call a single phone. With somebody who'd answer without wanting something back. Real friendship is a two-way road, not a one-way track. I learned to read the seasons, winter shows you who is real. Summer's full of visits, but the cold reveals the deal. Who sits with you in silence when you don't have words to say? Who checks on you on Tuesday, not just your birthday? My circle's small, but it's a fortress, every wall is trust. We don't talk every day, but when we do, it's a must. To keep it honest, keep it raw, never sugarcoat the truth. A real friend holds the mirror even when it shows the proof. I used to collect people like they were trophies on a shelf, mistook attention for affection. That'll mess up your health. Now I move with intention, quality over count. The ones I ride with, I would trust them with every amount of my secrets and my sorrows, and the things I can't say loud, that are quiet in the chaos, that are peace inside the crowd. Solid, that's the word, like granite, not like glass. Real ones built to last, while the fake ones built to pass. See, loyalty is currency that can't be counterfeited, and a friendship built on truth is one that never gets defeated. I don't need the world to love me, just my people by my side, and we building something real, and that's a fact I wear with pride. Real ones don't need a reason, they just show up. Fake ones disappear the second that the sun's up. I'd rather have 4 quarters than 100 dimes. Genuine people, rare find, hard to come by times. Genuine, yeah, keep it genuine, yeah. To everyone who answered the call I never made, who saw me fading out and pulled me back from the shade, who celebrated my wins like they were winning too. This track is dedicated, I do this one for you. Genuine love, genuine loyalty. That's the only royalty that matters. Keep your circle real,
Keep it genuine.
Keep it genuine. Never knew what gravity was until I felt what you does to everything around me. Girl, you found me. She doesn't walk into a room, she rearranges it. Every conversation that we have, she makes a canvas with her words are like the brushstrokes on a painting. Only I can see she doesn't just exist in my world, she's the reason that I breathe. I fell for her the way that autumn falls for the ground, slowly then completely without making a sound. She's the punctuation in a sentence I've been trying to complete. The rest I didn't know I needed. Now she makes me whole, not just complete. See, love ain't always fireworks, sometimes it's a steady flame, the kind that warms the coldest night and quietly remains. She's my North Star on a cloudy night, my compass when I'm lost. Real love like this, you don't count it by the cost. She's her own universe, galaxies in her eyes, and I'm just a planet put into the sunrise. Her universe, I orbit every day, gravity so real I don't ever wanna stray. Her universe, her universe. She don't even know the light she carries when she walks my way. Her universe. I used to think that love was loud, all noise and declaration, but she taught me love is quiet, it's consistency and patience. It's the coffee in the morning before either of us speak. It's the hand she reaches for when I'm running low on peace. She raises me like sunlight raises flowers from the earth. Didn't know how cold I was until she showed me what I'm worth. She's the calm inside the storm, the anchor on my ship, the realest thing I've ever held, never letting go of this. We're not perfect, we've had winters, we've had rain, but we choose each other daily through the sunshine and the pain. And that's the thing about real love, it's
a decision, not a feeling. It's two people looking up and choosing to keep. Believes her own universe, galaxies in her eyes, and I'm just a planet put into her sunrise. Her universe, I orbit every day. Gravity's so real, I don't ever wanna stray. Her universe, her universe. She don't even know the light she carries when she walks my way. Her universe.
Some people come into your life like seasons. She came in like a climate change. Everything shifted, and I never wanted to shift back.
Her universe.
You thought the story was ugly? Nah, the chapter was just getting interesting. This is the come up. Watch close, watch close. Hey, yeah. Every no I received was just a detour to my yes. I stack patience like a currency, now I possess everything they said I never have at 22. But late nights and early mornings have a way of coming through. See, ambition is a language that the lazy never learned. Every bridge I ever crossed, I had to watch it burn behind me. Move forward, never look into the past. The tortoise beat the rabbit, cause the tortoise built to last. I'm on a marathon, not a sprint. Pacing is everything. They running out of breath while I'm just entering my second win. They thought I finished in the first, but the ones who come up hardest are the ones who know the thirst. This is the come up. Watch me rise, been eating humble pie, now I'm after the prize. This is the come up. Out the dark, they counted every stumble, I was playing my part. Come up, yeah, this is the come up. Everything they said I never be, watch. This is the come up. I close deals like I close chapters permanently. I learned that discipline and rest work together internally. Invested in my rest so my best could come invested. Never second guess the process, even when it's tested. See, every door that closed was just a redirect in disguise. Every meeting I was absent from God was clearing my eyes to see the table I was meant to build, not just a 10. Real power isn't sitting, it's knowing when to extend. You reach and pull the next one up before you take your seat, because a table built for one is the loneliest defeat. I pull my people with me, rising tides lift all boats, and when the history books are written, this is what I wrote. This is the come up. Watch me rise, been eating humble pie, now I'm after the prize. This is the come up. Out the dark, they counted every stumble, I was playing my part. Come up, yeah, this is the come up. Everything they said I never be, watch. This is the come up. Closed doors are just auditions for better rooms. Rejection is the universe pruning you to bloom. I've been in the soil long enough, it's time to grow. Everything they buried me with, watch it start to show. The come up is in a moment, it's a mindset. You've been in it the whole time. Now let them see it. You know what they never tell you about surviving? It's not the moment you make it through, it's the morning after. When you look in the mirror and realize you're still here. After everything, I'm still standing. After all the floods, I'm still commanding. Yeah. After every fall, I found my landing. Still standing, still standing. I took the hits, took the losses, never took defeat. Every stumble was a lesson written under my feet. Still standing, yeah. Still standing, yeah. I've been through seasons that will frost a lesser man. Been through fires that would ash a lesser plan. But I emerged with smoke still rising on my back, like a phoenix with a purpose, and I never look back. See, the storm doesn't care how prepared you are. It comes for the oak tree the same as the new car. But the oak survives because its roots run deep. Built in silence underground while the world was asleep. I've been building underground for years. Now I surface. Every scar has a story, every story has a purpose. And I wear mine like a medal, not a mark walk of shame, because the one who weathers all of it remain. They threw everything but the sky at me, almost at 2. Sleepless nights, empty accounts, people I thought I knew disappear like morning fog the moment things got real. And I learned what's built on sand collapses, concrete seals. So I rebuilt my foundation, every crack, every chip, pull my faith into the places where the old life slipped. I don't kneel to defeat, the only kneeling that I do is to thank the God above who carried me through. Cause I know I didn't make it here on my own accord. Every blessing that I'm walking in, I can't afford on my own. I needed help, and I'm not afraid to say that the strongest thing a man can do is kneel before he prays. After everything, I'm still standing, yeah. After all the floods, I'm still commanding, yeah. After every fall, I found my landing. Still standing, still standing. I took the hits, took the losses, never took defeat. Every stumble was a lesson written under my feet. Still standing, yeah. Still standing, yeah. I cried in rooms nobody saw. I broke in places I don't even name. But every time I thought the curtain would fall, I found a reason to get back in the game. That reason was the people counting on my rise, the child who watches every move behind my eyes. The ones who never had a hero, I became the proof that standing through the storm is more than being bulletproof. Still standing, not unbroken, not unbothered, but standing. Hey, hey. And sometimes that's the whole victory. Still standing. What are you leaving behind? Not what you're chasing, not what you're building, but what will remain when you are gone. That's the real question. That's legacy. I'm not just living for today, I'm building for tomorrow. Every joy I plant now is somebody else's borrowed from the future, where my children's children walk tall on the foundation that I lay so they would never fall. I press my hands into cement like an artist marks his name, not for glory, for the ones who come and need to know you came before them.
And you fought,
before them,
and you failed,
then rose and left behind a trail of truth through every high and low. See, legacy is not a tombstone or a golden plaque. It's the lessons that you taught that they carry on their back into every room, every boardroom, every stage and altar. Legacy is living in the people who don't falter.
I'm building something bigger than my name. Planting seeds in soil I may never see reclaimed.
The harvest,
but I trust the rain to come.
Legacy is what you leave when all is said and done.
Legacy, yeah.
More than money, more than fame,
Legacy
is the light that outlives the flame.
Legacy, yeah.
Legacy.
Legacy, yeah.
Every era belongs to those who dared to claim the moment. Not the loudest or the richest, but the ones who stayed the most intent on purpose, on the reason, on the why behind the grind. Real legacy is generational, it's a gift to all mankind. I think about the ones who never got their flowers living, who poured into the world and kept on pouring, kept on giving. Without applause, without a stage, without a streaming number, they built the rooms we're standing in. I think of them and wonder, so I carry that responsibility like a crown that weighs a ton. I don't just represent myself, I rep everyone who's come before me and beside me, and the one still yet to rise. The legacy is looking past the mirror into someone else's eyes.
I'm building something bigger than my name. Planting seeds in soil I may never see reclaimed.
The harvest,
but I trust the rain to come.
Legacy is what you leave when all is said and done.
Legacy, yeah.
More than money, more than fame,
Legacy
is the light that outlives the flame.
Legacy, yeah.
Legacy.
Legacy, yeah. We are the proof of every prayer. We are the answer in the air. We carry names we'll never know, of people who believe we grow.
This far, this strong, this sure, this real.
Legacy is how we heal. Legacy is how we feel.
Legacy.
It's all real.
Footprints in cement dry, and what you leave behind becomes permanent. So walk with intention.
Love with intention.
Build with intention.
Build with intention.
Because somewhere down the line,
someone you'll never meet
will stand on everything you did today. That's legacy. That's the only thing that lasts.
Luxury Street Radio. Luxury Street Radio.
Yeah. You ever stand in front of a mirror and not recognize the person looking back? That used to be me every morning, until I learned the difference between who they said I was and who I actually am. Yeah. Yeah, I used to wear my insecurities like a second skin, dressed in other people's opinions. Let them in, let them sit at my table, eat my food, take my seat. Let them rewrite my story till the narrative was weak. But somewhere in the silence of a very long night, I looked myself dead in the eyes and found the light. Not the loud kind, not the spotlight kind of shine, the quiet burning ember kind that's been mine since the beginning of time. See, confidence ain't arrogance, that's a line they blur to keep you second guessing every gift that you were given. Every talent, every instinct, every call. The ones who know their worth don't need to announce it at all. Mirror talk, just me and my reflection. Mirror talk, beyond every imperfection. I see a man who earned every single scar. Mirror talk, I know exactly who you are. Who you are, yeah. Yeah. Who you are, yeah. Stop listening to the noise and heard the truth of who you are. They projected all their fears onto my canvas like a wall, painting me with limitations. I painted over all of it, covered every lie with something true. The most revolutionary thing I did was just be you. Not the version that they packaged for consumption, not the watered down edition built for their assumption. Full strength, full self, unfiltered and untamed. Not the face I wear for crowds, the one that has no name. Just a man who woke up daily, choosing who we be. Identity ain't given, it's a choice you make for free. So I stand before this mirror with my head at full height. Not because life's perfect, just because I know I'm right about who I am and where I'm going in the path I choose. When you know yourself completely, there is nothing left to lose. Mirror talk, just me and my reflection. Mirror talk, beyond every imperfection. I see a man who earned every single scar. Mirror talk, I know exactly who you are. Who you are, yeah. Yeah. Who you are, yeah. Stop listening to the noise and heard the truth of who you are. Stop performing for the audience that never claps. Stop shrinking in the rooms that can't appreciate your maps. The road you've traveled, the mountains that you've scaled. You are not defined by any moment that you fail. Stand up, look up, speak up. The world adjusts to those who know their worth. Stand up, look up, speak up. You were the miracle before you proved your worth. The mirror doesn't lie, but neither does the man standing in front of it when he finally decides to be honest. Mirror talk. If I could rewind just for a day, go back to the block and hear my mama say, come inside before the street lights. Come on, rewind to before I knew that things could go wrong. Rewind
Yeah, back to simpler days, when everything we needed was right there in that place. Rewind. Yeah. Saturday morning cartoons on a 13-inch screen. The whole world was our block, and our block was everything. Bikes with no helmets and scraped up knees, running through the sprinkler in summer heat and the gentle breeze. Grandma in the kitchen making something from nothing, turning rice and beans into a table full of blessing. The radio playing somebody's older brother, showing us a cassette tape passed down to another. That's where the love of music first grabbed my collar. Before I knew what streaming was, before the dollar meant everything it means to me right now today. I trade a lot of what I built to live one of those days. Time is the thief nobody ever catches at the scene, between who I am today and everything I used to dream. There's a distance that no money and no status feels, still searching for that peace we had on those old window sills. I remember when the biggest choice was where to play. Now I wake up in the way the grown decisions fill my day, but I carry all of it, the joy, the loss, the change. The boy I was back then lives somewhere in this man's frame. And sometimes when the world gets loud, I hear him telling me to slow it down and just be present. Listen, the clock don't go backwards, but the mind can travel free. Nostalgia is the postcard that my past still sends to me. Just for a day, go back to the block and hear my mama say, come inside before the street lights come on. Rewind to before I knew that things could go wrong. Rewind back to simpler days, when everything we needed was right there in that place. Rewind to everyone we lost along the way, the ones who didn't make it to the day. I carry all your faces in the back of my mind. Every single day I live it for that time we had together, young and wild and free. You gave me more than you will ever know, more than you'll see. And if heaven has a window looking down on all this, know I still talk to you in quiet, in the dark, in the mist. Rewind. If only for a moment. Back to who we were, before the world got complicated. Rewind.
People always ask me where I get my drive from, my hunger from,
My perspective from.
I tell them the same thing every time. I get it from where I'm from. Yeah, I come from blocks where the struggle had a postal code, where dreams had to fight through concrete just to find the road, where the corner store was the bank and the barbershop was the church, where neighbors knew your name and your business and your worth, where mamas raised whole men with government assistance and did it with a dignity that silenced all resistance, where fathers who were present were the pillars of the street, and the ones who weren't, their absence taught us lessons just as deep. I come from block parties that lasted till the morning, where somebody had a speaker and somebody had a warning that life could pull you under if you let the current take you. In the neighborhood will mourn you, but the neighborhood will make you.
This is where I'm from. Every scar, every crown, every prayer sent up from this sacred ground. Where I'm from
Made me who I am. Every face on these streets is the palm of God's hand.
Where I'm from, I carry it with pride. Even when I travel, it's the map inside. Where I'm from.
Yeah, they painted us in statistics and then even in news segments, but the news never came for our graduations or our blessings. Never showed the little league games and the Friday dinners. Never interviewed the quiet, consistent, everyday winners. The teacher who stayed late helping somebody's child read. The pastor who unlocked the church for whoever had a need. The big homie who turned his life around and came back to pour into the next generation. That's what community is for. I'm not blind to the struggle. Every city has a shadow, but behind every shadow is a light they never had. Though the energy to love hard in the middle of the chaos, that's the gift my neighborhood put on me, and I never toss it.
This is where I'm from.
Every star, every crown, every prayer sent up from this sacred ground.
Where I'm from
Made me who I am. Every face on these streets is the palm of God's hand.
Where I'm from, I carry it with pride. Even when I travel, it's the map inside. Where I'm from,
Where I'm from. You can take me out the neighborhood, but the neighborhood never leaves. It's in the way I walk and talk, the way I move and breathe. It's the first language that I learned before I learn the rest. And I speak it till the day they lay me down to rest. To every city,
every block, every block, every block, every block,
every street that raised somebody who became something.
this is for where you're from.
Never be ashamed of the soil that grew you.
Where I'm from.
You know what nobody tells you about hard times? They end. Every single one of them. And what comes after is always worth the wait. I used to think the night was permanent, it's not. I used to think the cold was forever, it forgot to mention that the seasons always change without permission. Winter never asked the spring before it made its transition. Now I've been in rooms where hope felt like a foreign language spoken by people who had never had their world completely broken. But I've also stood on the other side of every storm I faced and watched the sun return to every single sky it graced. So I can speak on this with authority and clarity. Tomorrow holds a version of your life, a rarity that today's pain cannot imagine, cannot see. But trust the process, that's the gift of faith and being free.
Tomorrow's bright, I can feel it coming. Tomorrow's bright, even now while the storm is running through my life.
I know the sky clears.
Tomorrow's bright, beyond the trials and the tears. Bright,
Yeah.
brighter than before. Everything you've been through just opened up a door. Tomorrow's bright, tomorrow's bright.
Let's go. Let's go. Every ending is a beginning in disguise. Every sunset is just practice for the morning skies. I plant my hope in soil that looks impossible to grow, because the most unlikely gardens put on the greatest show. I've been the seed beneath the concrete,
Felt the way,
I've been the prayer without an answer.
had to wait.
But waiting taught me patience, and patience taught me strength, and strength became the bridge that crossed impossible lengths. Between the life I had and the life I'm walking into now, I don't know all the details, but I know the when and how already written. I just have to show up every day and trust that every step I'm taking is already paved.
Tomorrow's bright, I can feel it coming. Tomorrow's bright, even now while the storm is running through my life.
I know the sky clears.
Tomorrow's bright, beyond the trials and the tears. Bright,
Yeah.
brighter than before. Everything you've been through just opened up a door. Tomorrow's bright, tomorrow's bright. This is for the ones who almost quit last night, who held on by a thread till the morning light, who couldn't see the reason but they stayed anyway. You are the definition of a brighter day.
Don't you dare give up on what you cannot see yet. The best chapters of your story haven't been written yet.
Hold on,
Hold on,
tomorrow's coming.
hold on. The sun doesn't ask permission to rise.
It just does,
Every single morning,
without doubt.
that's the promise.
Tomorrow is bright. It always was.
Luxury Street Radio.
Oh.
Luxury Street Radio.